Hi, this is Jimbo with Altcoin Buzz. Thanks for tuning in for another TA section on today, Wednesday the 6th of November. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin price action. We're going to glance our eyes over Vechain, Basic Attention Token, and MCO, and see if we can determine anything from those particular graphs, one of which is showing some really bullish signals. And if you guys want to find out which one of those charts it is, I suggest you keep watching the video and stay tuned in. Let's start here with Bitcoin on the daily, and as we've been focusing in on our previous videos, we continue to trade within the price range of this red resistance line and this blue support line, with our 200 moving average here, this red line here, acting as our major support. So nothing's changed here yet, guys. We're yet to see a breakout either way. We will quickly zoom into the 4-hour chart and see if there's any more hints on that chart as to which way this might break. As you can see, guys, still clearly trading sideways. But what I do want to point out about the 4-hour chart is our 50 exponential moving average is acting as a clear support here, guys. So this could be our first indication that if we're going to break down from this formation, if we were to break this 50 exponential moving average, which is currently trading around 9,200. So not too far would need to be dropped off to see that broken. And of course, we want to see a close below that to see the breakdown. But I just wanted to highlight that for you guys, that the range is getting tighter between the 50 exponential moving average on the 4-hour and this resistance line that we have drawn in from the previous price action. So worth keeping an eye on this formation, guys. It could swing either way at any moment. The key isn't to guess which way it's going to go. The key for me personally is just to have a good idea of when it's going to move, and a good indication of where it's going to move to if it does break out of those formations, and that just helps you be prepared for any potential upcoming market moves. Okay, so on to Vechain, guys. Vechain has had a fantastic 2-day run, 3-day run, where we've seen these lovely green candles. I just wanted to highlight to you guys that, again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I giving you financial advice, of course. But the thing that I wanted to highlight here, guys, is we are facing resistance here from this high volume area. And also we're seeing this wick form at the on the daily candle right now, with a few hours left of play. Now, guys, if this was me looking to trade this chart personally, I would probably leave it alone just for now, just because I think it's likely to face resistance. If it breaks through this resistance and goes on, I think we'll probably see a test of the 200 moving average, and a break of that would be extremely bullish. But that being said, we are currently in overbought territories, and our stochastic RSI has spent quite a few days up in this bull zone now, so wouldn't be completely surprised to see the momentum turn to the downside. Next on to Basic Attention Token, BAT. And guys, at the beginning of the video, I said that there was one chart that I'm extremely interested in right now. Of course, this is just my personal preference based on the charting indicators that I use, but I really like the look of BAT right now. What am I looking at to show you? Okay, so first of all, we've had a test of the 200 moving average. We saw a rejection. The key thing that I'm looking at here is the 50 exponential moving average on the daily acting as support for quite a long period, and now we seem to have sprungboard off that. Now you can see that's actually corresponding with a bullish cross on the stochastic RSI. What I find quite important as well is a bounce above the 45 on the RSI. Now, in traditional markets, they say a bounce at 50 on the RSI is quite a bullish sign. It shows strength in the market. I tend to use a range for cryptocurrency from between about 45 and about 55. And, any bounce above 45 is a pretty bullish sign. So, yeah, I think this is quite interesting, guys. Keep an eye on this one. I personally think this could see another little run. I at least expect another test of this 200 moving average at currently at 3,108, around that zone. But if we were to break through that that 200 daily moving average, then we could test up here at 3,400. And once we've got above that 200 daily moving average, it could really start to move bullish. Once we get above this, we often see these quite nice run-ups. So could be something worth watching here, guys, especially considering Basic Attention Tokens is one of those tokens where once the run starts going, it can really pump quite hard. So, yeah, worth keeping an eye on this one, guys. Certainly piqued my interest. The final chart we'll look at today, guys, is MCO. And before I cover this one quickly, I just want to remind you guys, if you're enjoying the video, please slap a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz if you haven't already. That way you're going to get access to the videos as soon as they're released and you're not going to miss anything important. So, MCO daily chart, guys, what am I seeing? Right, so as you can see, we've got a lot of trading activity in this area, high volume node area, support and resistance on multiple occasions, and we're back here trading again, and we've been here for quite some time, forming higher lows. Now, this is interesting to see that as we're forming high lows, the 200 moving average is getting closer and closer, and we're staying above the 7 and the 50. Now, this is, I wouldn't say that I feel quite as positive right now about this as I would do about basic attention token. This looks quite positive generally, especially if we were to see a break up past this resistance. Sorry. Once again, I think that we could very likely see a test of that 200 moving average and beyond. So a couple of the alts really starting to shape up into interesting patterns right now, guys. And just to highlight to you what can happen once we break that 200 moving average after seeing higher lows, here's a trading formation from May, still on the MCO chart. And as you can see, we broke below the 200 moving average, the red line, and it formed a resistance for us. And as we battled it, we saw higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And once we finally broke through that 200 daily moving average, we actually saw a 30% gain on that daily candle. So, you know, I'm just trying to highlight to you guys why I do the technical analysis the way that I do. I'm not just looking to particularly guess in a direction that something's going to travel in. I'm looking more for these moments of interest. For example, this would have absolutely been a moment of interest, watching this range get tighter and tighter and tighter. And, you know, if you'd have been on the ball, you could have traded this breakout and it would have been quite profitable. So it's not always a case of just entering based on pure speculation. Sometimes it's best just to watch the chart patterns play out, see how they develop, and wait for these points of interest, wait for the breakouts either way, and then act on them accordingly. But of course, guys, that's just my strategy. Mine and your risk to reward strategies could be completely different. So I'm not financial advisor. I'm just telling you guys how I see the charts and how I try to act on them. Okay, guys, I think that pretty much wraps up the TA for today. Please slap a like on the video and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz if you haven't already. Also, take a moment to get over to altcoinbuzz.io. There you will find everything crypto, all of the latest news, lots of technical analysis and reviews on the website as well. It really is a fantastic place to go and get all your information. But anyway, guys, until next time, I'll see you on later on down the trend line.